Hello my dear viewers, what's in the whole universe? I hope everything is fine, and I'm a Russian who brings with them own experience, and it's our time to cross the street. Wow! And do you know what, everybody? I need to find a job a little bit because I have some issues with money, dinero and shekels and different types of dimes and nickels and also quarters and pounds and hryvnias and rubles and rupees and other things. I have some with it, and I want to say that I try to find a job abroad in terms of remote. If you have some maybe invitations for the job, then you can let me know. If you have something for the people who are developers of software, or maybe some design or some of the computing things, or consulting about it. If you have some maybe invitations, I will be super welcoming, but actually maybe it will take for me 2 weeks to kind of get acquainted with all your system and maybe your friend's system, and then I will be good at it. It means that maybe 2 weeks I can even work without paying to me or something. It all depends, but you understand that maybe if you are kind of new in the new area, for example, I understand how in Russia everything works. Not everything actually, but most of the things. Kind of 8% at least, yes, we understand how it works, and the same for you. Yes, you understand how, if you are the UK citizen, you understand how in UK everything works. If you are from the US, then you understand how in the US kind of works, and you kind of understand how to do the things, yes, and you have the mentality of this country. But if you start to work abroad, then you kind of need to learn what's new there and here, okay? You need to understand. And so for me too, I need to understand how it works actually, and I have the experience of working in hotel that is kind of foreign, with foreigners inside, and also I have some communications with foreign people too, sometimes. Not so much, mostly in kind of entertainish way, and sometimes not only entertainish, but kind of, you understand, not to work actually. But I want to kind of make it better. I want to try to work abroad, and it's not only about money. It is one of the goals. Yes, it is money, you understand, because everybody kind of goes to work for these purposes too. It is kind of, who have a list of goals, yes, and one of them, 1 of 10, it could be this, yes, to earn something. The main goal for me, it is to be acquainted with the system, and maybe in one day to move in another country, maybe to work in real life, yes, and it is one of the goals, kind of, to get a visa, and if I will be a good worker, yes, you understand. And if you have some maybe suggestions, you have maybe some contacts or something, you can let me know. How will I do this? Actually, I found websites called Indeed and also Glassdoor, and I search there. If you have some websites from America, UK, or some English-speaking countries, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, then let me know too. It will be interesting to know some jobs maybe for this type of people. About my experience, okay, and I will talk about experience a little bit later, and about the what do I want to say? I want to get acquainted with the system, how it works actually in your country, to move maybe one day there, and it means that I am for the long run for the job. It doesn't mean that I will jump from one place to another. I could jump if it will be kind of unfriendly atmosphere, yes, because you understand sometimes who have this type of things. I super mega like kind and good atmosphere. It is one of the things that I like in the jobs. It is one of the first criteria if I try to find a job. Then I look at the atmosphere of the audience, of the auditorium, of the co-workers, of employees, and the kind of values of the company, yes. And when I worked in hotel, it was amazing, because it was the kind of royalty inside of the heart of the workers, and always be grateful and nice to each other. Yes, it's a good thing. And if you have some suggestions, let me know. And about my experience, I have the experience of kind of creating some apps in terms of not like full writing them from zero to hero. I have understanding analytical about how it works. I have the really strong qualities of mathematical education. I can solve any problem in terms of mathematics. If you maybe not every actually, but I will try. Yes, it means that sometimes you have kind of unsolvable problems, or the problem that sometimes we don't have resources. Yes, for it. But actually, I will give the example how can we solve it in a kind of perspective, okay? But actually most of the real life things, real time cases, I can show how to deal with them. And it is about it. I know how to create games, and I know how to solve anything in terms of mathematics, okay? And in programming way too, a little bit, because I need to learn the specific language. I have some knowledge of bases of programming languages in terms of kind of data types and data structures and algorithms. I know them. I know some algorithms too, as I said, and also need to sometimes to learn a little bit of more syntax, but actually it all depends on the platform that you use, because some people are using JavaScript, some people in C++, some people in some Solidity if it is fintech, like finance technologies, some people are using x86 assembly language, some others. Yes, and it all depends, and sometimes syntax need to kind of get used to it. It is the same as you didn't talk in a specific language. For example, you learn French, yes, and you didn't speak French for maybe 5 years, or maybe for 2 years, or maybe for 1 week, yes, and you need to kind of get used to it a little bit to start running your gears, yes, kind of to move your wheels, and kind of start doing it, and then it will be kind of fascinating. I mean that fast, getting haste, getting speed, getting acceleration, getting velocity. And it will take for me 2 weeks kind of to understand your system, how it works, to remember all the things, kind of 2 weeks in terms of, it will take for me 40 hours to learn how your system works. 40 clean hours. Clean hours, it means that kind of I will see it, and 40 hours I need to learn. It means kind of 1 week to understand, and 1 week to create something inside of it, and it will be already kind of I will understand, and I will bring value to your company really nicely. If you have some invitations, really I will be so grateful, and you will help me a lot, because I want to try to work in the area that is abroad. I always wanted to do this, really so much. And if you have some invitations, let me know in the comment section below. I'm always welcome to you, and thank you a lot. See you next time. It is the metro station Tsaritsina in Russia. Have a good day, Bye.